Welcome back to Who Died Today, where we uncover the untold stories and somber truths behind the lives we've recently lost. Today, we reveal the heartbreaking tribute to a young journalist gone too soon, the shocking rise and fall of a notorious drug kingpin, and a viral hoax that left millions mourning a comedy legend, only to discover the truth. Stay tuned for surprising twists you won't believe. Like, subscribe, and let's dive in. Anna Orsini, a bright star gone too soon. Sometimes, the most vibrant stars burn the brightest for the shortest time. Anna Orsini, our beloved friend, colleague, and a light in every room, left us far too soon. At just 28 years old, her untimely passing due to a brain aneurysm has left an irreplaceable void in our hearts. But today, we remember her not in grief but in gratitude for the joy, passion, and impact she brought to this world. Anna's story began in Denver, Colorado, where she grew up with big dreams and an even bigger heart. From an early age, she was drawn to storytelling, a passion that led her to the University of Arizona, where she started her college journey. After one semester, Anna transferred to Texas A&M University, earning a degree in journalism with double minors in communication and sports management in 2018. Her time there shaped her love for journalism, and her commitment to empowering others became a hallmark of her life. Anna began her career in Lubbock, Texas, where she covered everything from investigative stories to sports. It was here she created the Pet of the Day segment, a testament to her unwavering dedication to helping animals in need. Her next chapter took her to Medford, Oregon, where she anchored morning and midday news. Whether reporting on wildfires or helping shelter pets find homes, Anna's empathy and professionalism shone through. In June 2023, Anna joined 13 News in Arizona, a place she always dreamed of calling home. She quickly became a cherished member of our team, known for her infectious laughter, mentoring spirit, and bottomless empathy for the little guy. Her passion for storytelling wasn't just about delivering news. It was about making a difference. Anna's life was filled with small joys that made her truly unique. Peanut butter M&Ms were her guilty pleasure. Platform Uggs her favorite footwear, and her pink or purple Stanley Cup was never far from her side. Saturdays in the fall were reserved for cheering on her beloved Aggies or her sister's alma mater, UCLA. She had an unshakable love for true crime, meticulously tracking podcast releases and sharing her favorite mantra, "Let the women do the work." But perhaps her greatest love was for rescue animals. Harvey, her rescue dog, wasn't just her pet, but her companion and joy. If Anna wasn't celebrating Fur Baby Friday, she was working tirelessly to find forever homes for shelter animals. Anna wasn't just a journalist. She was a mentor, a friend, and a champion for others. She had a way of making everyone around her feel valued and heard. Whether it was guiding young journalists or simply being a listening ear, Anna left an indelible mark on everyone she met. She believed in people before they believed in themselves. That's just who Anna was. She didn't just mentor me professionally, she taught me how to be a better person. But even the brightest lights face shadows. Anna was no stranger to challenges, navigating the complexities of modern journalism with grace. She spoke openly about the pressures of being in the public eye and championed causes close to her heart, from women's rights to animal welfare. Anna's advocacy wasn't just in her work, but in her life. She didn't just report on issues, she lived them. Anna wasn't afraid to ask the tough questions, even when it made her vulnerable. That honesty made her a force to be reckoned with. Anna had her quirks, and they made her all the more endearing. Few knew she kept a detailed journal of every book she read, complete with ratings and reviews. Or that she once played an impromptu prank on her newsroom team by dressing as a true crime detective for Halloween, clipboard, trench coat, and all. She brought joy in the smallest, unexpected ways. But perhaps the most surprising thing about Anna was her humility. Despite her growing accolades, she never let it change who she was. A woman with a mission, a mentor with a heart, and a friend to all. In her short but extraordinary career, Anna earned recognition for her storytelling, receiving awards for investigative reporting and community impact. Yet, she never sought the spotlight. Instead, she shone it on the causes and people she cared about. On December 16, 2024, Anna left us suddenly, the result of a brain aneurysm. Her passing has left a hole in the hearts of those who knew and loved her. But her legacy of kindness, passion, and unwavering dedication will live on. Note: to honor Anna's memory, her family asks us to donate to local animal shelters. Anna never met a dog she didn't love. In her name, let us carry forward her mission of love and compassion. As we remember Anna's incredible life, we leave you with this. What legacy do you hope to leave behind, and how will you honor the people who have left an impact on your life? Share your thoughts below, and let's celebrate the lives of those who inspire us, just as Anna inspired so many. Rayful Edmond, the rise and fall of DC's king of cocaine. For those who lived through Washington, D.C.'s turbulent 1980s, the name Rafel Edmund III is etched in infamy. A figure larger than life, Edmund built a sprawling drug empire that thrived during the crack cocaine epidemic, leaving devastation in its wake. His story, however, ended abruptly and unexpectedly when he passed away from a heart attack at the age of 60, just months after his release from prison. Born in 1964, Rafel Edmond grew up in Northeast Washington, D.C., and by his early 20s had risen to control nearly 1/3 of the city's drug market. Tied to the Medellín Cartel through the Trujillo Blanco brothers, Edmond allegedly moved up to 2,000 kilograms of cocaine weekly at his peak, generating around $300 million annually. His influence extended beyond his narcotics trade. Armed enforcers patrolled his territory with Uzi submachine guns, and his operations' violence earned D.C. the grim title of murder capital of the United States. Federal authorities connected Edmond to at least 30 homicides, and his empire fueled the crack epidemic that ravaged communities and destroyed countless lives. In 1989, Edmond's reign came to an end. At just 24 years old, he was arrested and later sentenced to life in prison for leading one of the most notorious drug networks in the country. But even behind bars, Edmond's criminal enterprise didn't stop. Using smuggled cell phones, he continued directing drug deals with Colombian cartels, an act that added 30 years to his sentence. Facing the weight of his actions and the reality of his incarceration, Edmond made a pivotal choice in 1994. He flipped. Becoming an informant, Edmond provided critical information that led to the convictions of at least 100 individuals, unraveling significant portions of the Medellín and Cali cartel operations in the United States. His cooperation was not without risk, as he faced threats from both rivals and former allies. In July 2024, after serving more than 35 years in federal custody, Edmond was released to community confinement in Tennessee. His release sparked a mix of emotions. Some saw it as a form of redemption for his cooperation with authorities, while others felt his early release was unjust, considering the devastation his empire caused. Only 4 months later, Edmond's life came to an unceremonious end. On a Tuesday evening, he suffered a fatal heart attack at a halfway house in Florida. His sudden passing closed a chapter on one of the most notorious figures of DC's criminal underworld. Rayful Edmond's story is one of ambition, power, destruction, and ultimately, redemption. He was a man who embodied the destructive allure of wealth and influence during the crack epidemic, a time that reshaped urban America. Yet, in his later years, he worked to dismantle some of the very structures he had helped build. Edmond's death is a stark reminder of the far-reaching consequences of the crack epidemic and the human cost of the drug trade. His life, a cautionary tale, reflects the devastating toll of unchecked ambition and the shadowy allure of power. As DC remembers its past, Edmund's name will remain a symbol of one of its darkest eras, a figure who rose to unimaginable heights, only to be brought low by his choices. His story, though closed, leaves a lasting imprint on the city and its history. Marissa Paredes, a legend of Spanish cinema. Marissa Paredes, a beacon of Spanish cinema and a force of nature, passed away on December 17, 2024, at the age of 78. Her extraordinary career spanned over 6 decades, with more than 75 films, 80 television appearances, and 15 theatrical productions. Today, we remember not just her career, but the woman who captivated the world with her talent, courage, and heart. Born Maria Luisa Paredes Bartolomé on April 3, 1946 in Madrid, Marisa found her calling in the arts early. She studied drama at the Royal School of Dramatic Art, where her professors marveled at her ability to convey depth and emotion with effortless grace. Marisa rose to prominence in the 1960s, dazzling audiences with her compelling performances. Her collaborations with Pedro Almodóvar in films like The Flower of My Secret and All About My Mother made her a global icon. Known for portraying strong, multifaceted women, she became the voice of resilience and authenticity in European cinema. Off-screen, Marisa shared her life with her partner of over 40 years, Jose Maria Prado, and their daughter, Maria Isasi, who followed in her mother's footsteps as an actress. A devoted mother and mentor, Marisa balanced her career with her deep commitment to family. Throughout her career, Marisa earned countless awards, including the Goya Award and the Golden Medal for Fine Arts. But beyond the accolades, she was a fearless advocate for women's rights and LGBTQ+ equality, often facing criticism for her outspoken views. Yet she stood firm, declaring, "Art must challenge, inspire, and reflect truth." Behind the elegance, Marisa had a charming side few knew. She collected antique teapots, loved flamenco dancing, and sketched her castmates during rehearsals. Despite her success, she battled stage fright throughout her career, a vulnerability that fueled the authenticity of her performances. Even in her later years, Marisa remained dedicated to mentoring young actors and advocating for the arts. Her passing leaves a void in the world of cinema, but her legacy lives on through her unforgettable performances and the lives she inspired. As we honor Marissa Paredes' remarkable life, we ask, how do artists like Marisa shape the way we see the world? And what lessons can we learn from their stories? Share your thoughts as we celebrate the legacy of a true legend. Steve Harvey, A Moment of Panic, a legacy that lives on. For a brief, heart-stopping moment, the world stood still. Notifications buzzed, timelines filled with disbelief, and fans everywhere began to mourn a man who has been a source of laughter, wisdom, and inspiration for decades. The news claimed Steve Harvey, the comedian who has been a beacon of joy and hope, had passed away at the age of 56. At this point, our patron Robert Sintak and Frown came to the rescue. While we're wildly hoping and praying for Robert Sintak, the thought alone was too much to bear. Steve Harvey. Our Steve Harvey. The man with the infectious smile, the sharp wit, and the ability to turn even the darkest days into a reason to laugh, was gone. It felt unreal. Tributes poured in from confused fans, memories of his warm-hearted humor on Family Feud, his motivational words on success and faith, and the countless moments he brought families together were shared with aching hearts. "I grew up watching Steve Harvey. I can't imagine a world without his humor," one fan posted. The void his absence would create felt immense, immeasurable. But as the shock turned to reflection, questions began to surface. How could someone so full of life, so impactful, be taken so suddenly? Details in the reports didn't add up. Prominent media outlets were silent, and the age reported, 56, didn't align with the timeline of his incredible career. Doubt began to creep in, and then came the truth. The heartbreaking notifications, the emotional tributes, they were all based on fake news. What many had feared was a cruel hoax, a malicious attempt to bait clicks and spread a virus through false notifications. Geo News confirmed that the entire claim was fabricated, possibly part of a phishing scam targeting smartphone users. Steve Harvey, born in 1957, is alive and thriving at 67 years old. The king of comedy, the host of Family Feud, The Steve Harvey Morning Show, and so much more, continues to be a towering figure in entertainment and a source of inspiration for millions. This wasn't the first time such a rumor had circulated about Steve Harvey. In March 2023, a viral YouTube video falsely claimed his death, and earlier this year, similar hoaxes gained traction in social media circles. Each time, fans rallied, only to breathe a sigh of relief when the truth emerged. But this episode serves as a poignant reminder. Even in an age of instant information, not everything we see can be trusted. Steve Harvey has spent decades making us laugh, think, and believe in the power of perseverance. From his humble beginnings as a stand-up comedian to becoming a household name, his story is one of resilience and triumph. He has taught us not just to chase success, but to embrace the journey, and he remains a symbol of hope for all who know his story. So, to his fans across the globe, take heart. Steve Harvey is alive and well, continuing to grace us with his wit, wisdom, and unmistakable charm. Let this moment remind us of his incredible impact and of the importance of questioning what we read in a world filled with noise. Steve Harvey isn't just alive, he's thriving, and his laughter, like his legacy, will continue to echo for years to come. And that's all for today on Who Died Today. Remember, life is full of twists and turns. Just like one of Steve Harvey's legendary punchlines, if you're going through hell, keep going. Why would you stop in hell? It's a reminder to keep pushing, keep laughing, and keep cherishing every moment. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a tribute or update. Share your favorite Steve Harvey moment or any thoughts on today's stories in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you. Until next time, stay inspired and stay connected. See you soon.